Close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath, and let the quiet weight of the night settle over you. Allow the noise of the world to fade away as we journey back to the very beginning, long before the stars were named, long before time itself had a heartbeat. Before there was earth or ocean, before the sun rose to warm the fields or the wind whispered through the trees, there was only chaos. Chaos was not a storm, nor a violent collision. It was a vast, dark expanse of endless potential, a silent, weightless gulf where nothing took form and everything rested in perfect stillness. Imagine drifting through this endless void, wrapped in a blanket of quiet space, floating gently where there is no up, no down, no noise, and no time. For uncounted ages, this dark expanse breathed in quiet solitude. But slowly, gently, as if waking from a deep and restful sleep, the cosmos began to stir. From the stillness of chaos, the first foundations of creation emerged. First came Gaia, the great earth, arising not with a violent tremor, but like a steady, warm breath settling into place. She expanded through the void, soft and enduring, offering a deep, permanent foundation where all living things might eventually find rest. Imagine her vastness, endless rolling plains waiting beneath the dark, cool dirt rich with life, ancient mountain roots anchoring the world, and quiet, subterranean caverns cradling eternal peace. She is the mother of all that rests, offering absolute security and grounded stillness to the universe. Beside Gaia, in the deepest depths below, lay Tartarus, a realm of profound, misty shadow, enveloped in soft darkness where no light ever intruded. It was not a place of pain, but a deep, cool well of quiet rest, hidden far away from the surface world. And alongside them bloomed Eros, the gentle force of harmony and attraction, whose soft influence invited all things to weave together in balance and peace. As Gaia lay in her quiet stillness, she breathed into being her equal and companion, Uranus, the endless, starry sky. Uranus unfolded above her like a vast canopy of deep indigo velvet, stretching endlessly in every direction to wrap the earth in a safe, eternal embrace. He crowned her with golden constellations, soft nebulae, and quiet, twinkling stars that drifted in slow, predictable orbits. Imagine looking up into that ancient night sky, a sky untouched by smoke or city light, where millions of gentle silver embers glow softly against the dark blue sea of space. Every star moves with a hypnotic, rhythmic grace, whispering a lullaby of infinite scale and peaceful permanence. Together, heaven and earth rested side by side, bound in a quiet, cosmic harmony. There were no voices yet, no mortal fears, no burdens to carry. There was only the gentle rhythm of the universe taking its very first breaths. Feel the vastness of that first ancient night, the cool, grounded weight of Gaia supporting you from below, the soft, starlit blanket of Uranus keeping watch above. You are completely safe within this cosmic cradle, held between the steadfast earth and the eternal sky. As the quiet centuries drifted by like quiet waters, the universe prepared to weave its next layer of wonder. But for now, everything remains still, balanced, and perfectly at peace. Let your mind drift in this dark, star-filled void, resting safely in the dawn of creation. Breathe softly, let go of the day, and sink deeply into the stillness of the primordial world. Allow your breath to slow even further, sinking deeper into the quiet darkness of the early cosmos. The vast sky of Uranus continues to stretch over the grounded depth of Gaia, holding everything in a calm, eternal balance. Within this peaceful, unbroken world, the story of creation gently begins to bloom. From the quiet union of the sky and the earth, a magnificent generation of ancient beings emerged into the cosmic calm. These were the 12 Titans, the primordial forces of nature, each embodying a different aspect of the world's quiet majesty and ancient order. Imagine first the endless waters of Oceanus. He was not a stormy sea, but a vast, soothing river of cool, dark water that encircled the entire world in a perpetual rhythmic flow. His currents moved with a slow, hypnotic pulse, murmuring a soft lullaby as they washed against the edges of the newly formed earth. Beside him flowed Tethys, the mother of subterranean springs and quiet streams, whose clear waters trickled softly through dark stone caverns, bringing peaceful life wherever they wandered. Look up into the silent expanse above, where Hyperion and Thea brought forth the light of the upper world. Hyperion was the Titan of heavenly light, the soft glow that precedes the morning, radiating a calm and gentle warmth. Thea gave luster to the night, illuminating the rare gems buried deep within Gaia and giving the moon its serene, silvery sheen. Together, they watched over the world like a soft nightlight, casting gentle shadows across the peaceful lands. Beside them stood Zeus, the Titan of intellect and the starry axis around which the night sky slowly rotates. Imagine the celestial sphere turning with an effortless, whisper-quiet motion, each constellation drifting in a perfect, predictable circle around the North Star. His companion, Phoebe, was the keeper of the quiet moonlight and the bright radiance of prophecy, her presence as calming and clear as a cool breeze on a warm summer night. Deep within the earth, Cronus held sway over the ancient constellations of the south, while Iapetus embodied the quiet mortal span, the gentle passage of time that leads all things back to restful slumber. Mnemosyne, the Titan of memory, preserved the quiet stories of the past, holding every calm moment in an eternal, unbreakable embrace. Themis brought divine order, balance, and quiet justice, ensuring that every river, star, and creature moved in absolute harmony. Then came Rhea, gentle and nurturing, whose very name speaks of the quiet flow of life and the soothing comfort of the earth's embrace. She walked softly across the young mountains, her touch bringing forth green moss and quiet forests that rustled gently in the night wind. And finally, the youngest of the 12, Cronus. He was the Titan of time, harvest, and the eternal cycle of seasons. Under his quiet gaze, seeds slept beneath the soil, waiting patiently in the warm, dark earth until their time to awaken arrived. Alongside the Titans, Gaia gave birth to the great Cyclopes, master craftsmen who understood the quiet secrets of metal and stone, and the mighty Centimanes, the hundred-handed ones, who held the vast raw power of the Earth's deepest roots. All 12 Titans moved through the young universe like slow-moving clouds across a twilight sky. They were grand, patient, and serene, guiding the forces of nature with a gentle, steady hand. There was no rush, no noise, and no conflict. Only the rhythmic breathing of the world as the Titans held the cosmos in perfect, quiet balance. Feel the calm, ancient strength of these first rulers. Let the slow, eternal currents of Oceanus carry away every lingering thought of your day. Let the quiet radiance of Hyperion and Phoebe wrap you in a soft, silvery light. You are safe, resting beneath the watchful eyes of the ancient forces that first brought order to the stars. Breathe softly, relax your mind, and drift deeper into the endless, soothing expanse of the primordial world. Sink a little deeper into the darkness, letting your body rest fully against the quiet earth. The world is soft, vast, and still. For a long time, the starry canopy of Uranus remained pressed close to Gaia, covering the earth in a dark, unending night. But Uranus feared the raw, immense strength of his youngest children, the giant Cyclopes and the hundred-handed ones. Seeking to keep his power absolute, he pushed them back down into the deepest, darkest hollows of Gaia's cavernous depths. Gaia felt the heavy weight of her children buried deep within her, and her heart grew heavy with a quiet sorrow. She longed for space to breathe, for light to reach her meadows, and for a peaceful balance to return to the world. Deep within her stone heart, Gaia forged a great sickle made of adamantine, a smooth, cool, indestructible gray metal that gleamed softly like moonlight on water. She called upon her Titan children, asking who among them had the quiet courage to separate the heavy sky from the earth so that both could finally rest in their proper places. While the elder Titans hesitated, content in the stillness, young Cronus stepped forward. His mind was calm, resolute, and patient. He took the cool adamantine sickle from his mother's hands and waited silently in the dark. When Uranus descended that evening, spreading his vast, starry mantle across the earth to sleep, Cronus acted with swift, decisive grace. With one sweeping motion of the moonlit blade, he severed the sky's heavy hold upon the earth. Uranus drew back with a long, echoing sigh that rippled to the very edges of the cosmos. Up and up he rose, lifting his starry blanket higher and higher into the heavens, settling at last into the serene, distant heights where the sky remains today. For the first time, a vast and gentle space opened between the earth and the heavens. A soft, golden twilight poured into the realm between them, the very first dawn. The air grew warm and sweet, filled with the gentle fragrance of morning dew and blooming wild flora. With Uranus resting far above in distant peace, Cronus took his place as the ruler of the cosmos. Thus began the first golden age, a time of complete, unbroken tranquility across the earth. Under Cronus's calm rule, humanity came into being as a peaceful, golden race. They lived like immortal beings, free from the heavy burdens of sorrow, toil, and weary aging. The earth was endlessly generous, yielding sweet fruit, golden grains, and clear running water without anyone ever needing to till the soil or fight for survival. There were no swords, no iron gates, no loud arguments, and no walls separating kingdom from kingdom. The weather was forever mild, a perpetual, gentle spring where warm breezes brushed softly against lush green grass. People lived in quiet harmony with nature, spending their days in peaceful leisure, bathed in the soft, eternal glow of a golden afternoon. And when their long, tranquil lives came to a natural close, death was not something to be feared. It came like a soft, welcoming slumber, as if they were simply settling down for a long, beautiful dream after a day of gentle play. They became quiet, protective spirits of the earth, wandering softly through the woods and hills, guarding the living with silent grace. Feel the deep, unhurried ease of this golden age. There are no deadlines to meet, no worries to carry, and no burdens to hold. Every tree is heavy with fruit, every stream runs clear and cold, and the air is soft and warm against your skin. Let the ancient, golden light wrap around you like a warm blanket. Everything is in its proper place. The sky is resting high above, the earth is solid and peaceful below, and all of creation is bathed in a quiet, eternal calm. Breathe slowly and deeply, letting go of every thought, and drift peacefully into the sweet, unbroken rest of the golden age. Let your breathing settle into a quiet, rhythmic lull, sinking deeper and deeper into the calm darkness. The golden afternoon of the world continues to rest in silent perfection, but time, like a slow-moving river, flows ever onward. Though Cronus reigned over an age of unbroken peace, a quiet shadow began to wander through the quiet corridors of his mind. Power, once settled, creates its own fragile echoes. As Cronus looked out over the vast, peaceful cosmos from his high throne, he remembered the way his father Uranus had fallen. In the quiet hours of the night, when the stars drifted in their silent orbits, a prophecy whispered to him through the earth and sky. Gaia and dying Uranus had foretold that history would repeat its gentle, inevitable circle. Cronus, too, was fated to be overcome by one of his own children, a child who would rise to claim the mantle of the heavens. The whisper was not loud or angry, but it took root like a seed in the dark soil of his thoughts. The golden ruler of the universe began to watch his realm with a growing, anxious vigilance. Soon, his wife Rhea gave birth to their first child, a beautiful daughter named Hestia, whose very breath brought a soft, comforting warmth like the coals of a quiet hearth. But as Cronus held the tiny, glowing life in his hands, the silent memory of the prophecy echoed in his mind. Driven by a desperate longing to preserve the peace of his reign and freeze the cosmos in its golden state, Cronus made a heavy choice. He opened his great maw and swallowed the newborn child whole. It was not an act of destruction, but of deep, dark containment. Within the vast, immortal cavern of Cronus's belly, there was no harm, no fire, and no pain. The golden children of the gods could not perish. They were immortal beings of pure light and life. Inside their father, they simply rested in a state of quiet, suspended slumber, cradled in a dark, warm void deep beneath his heart. One by one, as Rhea brought new life into the world, Cronus took them into his dark keeping. Next came Demeter, the golden goddess of growing grain and quiet fields. Then Demeter was followed by Hera, whose spirit shone with the stately grace of the evening sky. Each child was drawn down into the quiet, dark chamber within him, sleeping side by side in the silent depths of his immortal form. Then came the sons, Hades, whose quiet essence belonged to the calm darkness beneath the earth, and Poseidon, whose inner nature rippled like the deep, unexplored reaches of the ocean. They, too, were taken into the warm shadow of Cronus's chest, joining their sisters in an unbroken, dreamless sleep. 5 golden gods now rested within the dark, peaceful chamber of the Titan King. Inside Cronus, the children drifted in a silent sanctuary, suspended in time, waiting quietly in the dark like seeds sleeping beneath the winter snow. Outside, the world remained still and quiet under the Golden Age, but Rhea's heart grew heavy with a mother's silent grief. She walked along the quiet shores where Oceanus met the land, listening to the soft, rhythmic lap of the waves. She longed to hold a child in her arms, to hear a soft lullaby echo through the quiet halls of her home, and to break the cycle of fear that gripped her husband's heart. Feel the quiet stillness of those ancient days, the heavy, patient waiting of the gods held in the warm darkness, and the soft, cool ocean breeze blowing across the peaceful earth. Everything is suspended in a deep, peaceful pause. There is no struggle, no fear, only the slow, rhythmic heartbeat of the cosmos holding its breath in the dark. Breathe in the deep, restful quiet. Allow your mind to drift down into that warm, dark sanctuary where all thoughts grow quiet and sink peacefully into an unbroken, dreamless sleep. Sink a little deeper into your bed, letting every tension melt away into the quiet darkness. The night is vast, gentle, and protective. As the time approached for Rhea to bring her 6th child into the world, her heart yearned for a different outcome. She could no longer bear to see another newborn swallowed by the dark paranoia of Cronus. Seeking wisdom, she turned to her ancient mother, Gaia, and her starry father, Uranus. In the quiet hours before dawn, they whispered a secret plan to her, a way to save her child and bring balance back to the cosmos. Following their soft guidance, Rhea slipped away into the night under a blanket of silent stars. She traveled far across the dark, undulating waters to the sacred island of Crete, a tranquil realm where high, misty mountains rose up to meet the night sky. There, on the quiet slopes of Mount Ida, hidden deep within a cool, shadowy cavern surrounded by dense, ancient forests, Rhea gave birth to her youngest son, Zeus. The moment he was born, the air in the cavern grew sweet and electric, humming with a quiet, divine light. But there was no time to linger. Rhea wrapped the newborn infant in soft blankets and entrusted him to the care of Gaia, who cradled the child in the deep, warm earth of Crete. Rhea then gathered a smooth, heavy river stone from the mountain stream. She wrapped the stone tightly in swaddling clothes, folding the soft cloth around it until it perfectly resembled a sleeping infant. Holding the bundle close to her chest, Rhea returned to the high halls of Mount Othrys, where Cronus waited in the quiet gloom. He looked upon the swaddled package, his mind clouded by the ancient prophecy. Without unwrapping the cloth to look upon the face of his child, Cronus took the bundle and swallowed it down into the dark cavern of his chest. The heavy stone settled deep into his belly, right above the sleeping, immortal forms of Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. Cronus felt the solid weight within him and believed his throne was finally secure. A quiet, deceptive calm washed over the Titan King, and he returned to his restful reign, unaware that the true child was far away, breathing the sweet, open air of Crete. Far across the sea, hidden from the gaze of the sky and the reach of the earth's ruler, the baby Zeus lay safely in his hidden sanctuary. The cave on Mount Ida was a place of profound peace and natural beauty. Soft green moss lined the stone walls, and the cool water of a subterranean spring trickled rhythmically nearby, creating a soothing, endless lullaby. To protect the infant, Rhea appointed divine guardians, the gentle nymph Amalthea, who took the form of a majestic, golden-horned goat. Amalthea fed the child sweet, nourishing milk and rich honey harvested by the wild bees of the mountain. Whenever the baby slept, the mountain breezes rustled softly through the leaves at the cave's mouth, keeping the air cool and pure. And so, deep within the ancient stone of Crete, the child who would one day hold the thunderbolts slept peacefully in his cradle of soft leaves and moss. He grew in secret, protected by the dark earth, cradled by nature, and hidden from the cares of the world. Feel the cool, comforting shelter of that ancient mountain cave. The dark stone walls hold out all the worries of the world, leaving only the soft sound of dripping water and the gentle rustle of leaves in the night wind. You are completely hidden, safe, and protected in this quiet sanctuary. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go. Breathe in the cool, sweet air, let your heavy eyelids close, and sink peacefully into the deep, unbroken sleep of the mountain. Let the quiet stillness of the Cretan mountains wrap around you, soft and weightless, like a thick blanket of night mist. Breathe slowly, feeling the peaceful rhythm of the earth beneath you as we return to the hidden sanctuary on Mount Ida. High among the ancient, whispering pines, the young Zeus grew up in complete harmony with the secret world around him. To the boy, the dark stone cave was not a prison, but a warm and loving home. A place where time moved with the gentle pace of falling leaves and drifting clouds. Every day was filled with simple, quiet wonder. The golden goat Amalthea watched over him with quiet affection, her warm coat soft against his small hands. When he drank from her golden horn, he tasted the pure, sweet essence of life itself, infused with the fragrance of mountain wildflowers, wild thyme, and clover. The bees of Dictys flew in soft, humming streams into the cave, depositing drops of rich, golden honey onto his lips, leaving a taste of perpetual summer. Outside the entrance, the mountain was a living lullaby. Cool mountain streams trickled over smooth river stones, their rhythmic bubbling echoing through the trees. The wind moved gently through the ancient cypress groves, sighing soft, eternal notes that eased the boy into deep, peaceful sleep every night. Whenever the young god stirred or cried out in his sleep, his faithful guardians, the Curetes, stood watch at the mouth of the cave. These noble armored dancers watched over his sanctuary with quiet devotion. To prevent Cronus from hearing the infant's soft cries carried across the winds, the Curetes would perform a slow, rhythmic, hypnotic dance. Imagine the sound they made. They beat their bronze swords against their shining shields with a steady, metronomic cadence. Clang, clang, clang. The metallic resonance was not harsh, but rhythmic and soothing, echoing off the mountain crags like the slow, steady ticking of a giant clock or the hypnotic beat of rain falling on a bronze roof. The rhythmic clashing blended perfectly with the rustling pine needles, the hum of the bees, and the distant murmur of the sea, drowning out all sound and creating an impenetrable shield of peaceful noise. Within this cocoon of rhythmic sound, Zeus rested in total safety. Under the soft, watchful eyes of the mountain nymphs, Adristia and Ida, he lay on a bed of fresh, fragrant moss, wrapped in soft fleece. They smoothed his golden hair and sang quiet melodies that blended with the beating of the shields outside. Year after year, the young god grew stronger in body and spirit, completely untouched by the anxieties of the outer world. He knew nothing of crowns, or thrones, or cosmic wars. He only knew the cool breeze on his skin, the sweet taste of honey, the steady rhythm of the shields, and the unconditional protection of the mountain that cradled him. In this hidden paradise, time seemed to stand still. The seasons turned gently, from warm golden sun to quiet, starry winters, but inside the cave, it was always serene, dark, and safe. Feel the profound safety of that hidden mountain grove. Like the young Zeus, you are completely shielded from the outside world tonight. No noise from the world outside can reach you here. Every sound turns into a gentle, rhythmic lullaby that carries you deeper into rest. Listen to the slow, steady rhythm of your own breath, moving like the mountain wind through the trees. You are safe, protected, and deeply at peace. Let your mind drift into the quiet darkness of Mount Ida and sink down into a heavy, dreamless sleep. Feel your body sink heavily into the stillness, letting your breath grow long, slow, and completely effortless. The quiet night holds you safe, just as the ancient mountain held the young Zeus through the years of his secret youth. When the young god had grown to full stature, strong, wise, and radiant with divine light, the time came for him to step beyond the quiet shadow of Mount Ida. Guided by the subtle threads of fate, he sought out Métis, the Titaness of deep wisdom and clever thought, who dwelt in a secluded emerald valley near the edge of the world. Métis looked upon Zeus with gentle eyes and agreed to aid his noble purpose. Together, in the quiet shade of ancient trees, they crafted a subtle potion. It was not a potion of harm or anger, but a cleansing draught brewed from sweet mountain herbs, mustard, and pure nectar gathered from wild meadows. Its purpose was gentle, to induce a deep, heavy slumber upon the Titan king, loosening his hold upon the children he had swallowed so long ago. Disguised as a young, humble cupbearer, Zeus journeyed to the high, gleaming halls of Mount Othrys. The golden palace was silent and vast, bathed in the twilight glow of the fading golden age. Cronus sat upon his high throne, weary from long eons of watchful rule, his eyes heavy with the weight of ancient worries. He did not recognize his youngest son. Seeing only a peaceful young youth offering a golden goblet filled with rich, fragrant wine, Cronus reached out his hand and took the cup. He drank deeply. The sweet, spiced draught flowed down like warm honey, instantly wrapping the Titan king in a heavy, inescapable drowsiness. His eyelids grew heavy like lead, his great shoulders relaxed, and a profound, hypnotic sleep washed over his mind. As Cronus sank deep into his throne, resting in a dreamlike haze, the potion began its quiet work within his chest. The heavy stone that Rhea had substituted long ago was the first to be released. It tumbled softly from his lips, falling to the earth where it would later be set down at Delphi as an eternal monument of peace. And then, one by one, a miracle unfolded in the dim, golden light of the hall. Out from the dark, warm chamber of Cronus's chest came the 5 immortal siblings: Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. They emerged not as injured or weary captives, but whole, radiant, and fully grown, shining with the brilliant light of the pristine sky and the deep ocean. Inside their father's chest, time had stood completely still. They had slept through the long years in perfect safety, preserved in a dreamless, sacred pause. As they stepped onto the cool marble floor of the great hall, they took their first deep breaths of the open air. Their eyes met Zeus's with a profound, unspoken recognition. There were no loud cries, no chaotic movement, only a quiet, awe-inspiring silence as the divine family stood reunited for the very first time. The long night of their hidden captivity had finally ended. Around them, the high hall of Mount Othrys remained shrouded in soft shadow, with Cronus sleeping peacefully upon his throne, undisturbed and unaware of the silent shift in the cosmic balance. Zeus gathered his brothers and sisters, and together, bathed in the soft silver light of the stars, they slipped away quietly into the cool night air, leaving behind the palace of the old order. Feel the profound relief of that silent reunion. The dark period of waiting is over, and everything has been gently brought back into the light. All that was lost has been restored without a sound, preserved in perfect peace. Let your mind drift with the newly freed gods as they walk under the vast, quiet canopy of the night sky. The air is cool, fresh, and still. Every worry from the past has been released, leaving only a sense of endless calm and light. Breathe slowly and deeply. Allow yourself to feel completely restored, completely safe, and completely at peace. Sink down into the warm, dark quiet and rest in an unbroken, peaceful slumber. Let your body settle even deeper into the mattress, loosening every muscle as you let go of the day. The night breeze is cool and silent, wrapping you in a peaceful, weightless cocoon. Having slipped away from the quiet hall of sleeping Cronus, the 6 siblings gathered high upon a peaceful ridge under the soft, silver glow of the night sky. For the first time since their creation, the young Olympians stood side by side. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. Look upon them in the quiet starlight. They were not worn or weary from their long years in the dark depths of their father's chest. Instead, their immortal forms radiated a soft, soothing light, like the gentle glow of dawn breaking over a calm sea. The long period of waiting had preserved them, keeping their spirits pristine, quiet, and pure. Hestia stepped forward first, her presence carrying the tender warmth of a quiet, glowing hearth. Wherever her feet touched the cool grass, a gentle, comforting warmth blossomed in the earth. She looked upon her younger brother Zeus with eyes full of quiet gratitude, bringing a sense of home and sacred peace to the newly formed family. Next stood Demeter, her golden hair reflecting the soft starlight like fields of ripe wheat swaying in a gentle evening breeze. As she breathed in the fresh night air, the surrounding meadow came alive with the scent of sweet soil, blooming clover, and quiet life waiting patiently beneath the earth. Beside her, Hera carried the regal, serene grace of the twilight sky. Her gaze was clear and calming, like looking out over a mirror-still lake at dusk. She brought an air of harmony, unity, and noble quiet, binding the siblings together with an unspoken vow of loyalty. Then came the brothers. Hades, wrapped in dark, quiet dignity, stood silent and still. His essence was that of the cool subterranean caverns and the gentle, restful sleep of the underworld. He felt no anger, only a profound appreciation for the silent, unbroken darkness that cradles all resting things. Poseidon stood beside him, his presence echoing the deep, mysterious rhythm of the quiet ocean. His breath was like the slow, hypnotic ebb and flow of tides against a smooth pebble shore, bringing a vast, cooling calm to the gathering. And center among them was Zeus, shining with the bright, vital energy of the open sky. He looked upon his brothers and sisters with deep devotion. They were no longer isolated captives of fate, but a family reunited under the vast, starry heavens. They sat together on the quiet mountain slope as the stars drifted overhead in their slow, ancient dance. They spoke in low, soothing whispers, sharing their stories of the dark wait and the sweet release. There was no anger in their voices, no rush to conquer, only the deep joy of being together under the open sky. They shared a simple meal of sweet ambrosia and pure spring water, tasting the freedom of the open air. As the night deepened, a quiet, unbreakable bond formed between the six gods, a harmony of sky, sea, earth, and underworld that would soon bring a new, balanced order to the cosmos. Feel the profound comfort of this quiet reunion. Like the young gods resting on the mountain ridge, you are surrounded by peace, safety, and quiet harmony tonight. Every fraction of tension in your body melts away, replaced by a deep sense of belonging and stillness. The stars above continue their slow, silent rotation, keeping watch over the sleepy world below. The air is cool, the grass is soft, and the night is long and tranquil. Breathe in the slow, peaceful rhythm of the universe. Feel yourself floating, safe and protected, held in the gentle arms of the night. Sink deeper and deeper into the quiet dark, and drift off into a sweet, unbroken sleep. Allow your mind to grow still, sinking into the quiet, cool darkness of the ancient Greek landscape. The air is clear and soft, filled with the gentle scent of pine needles, wild thyme, and night-blooming jasmine. Across the vast plains of Thessaly, two magnificent mountains rose into the starry sky, separated by a broad, peaceful valley that lay bathed in silver moonlight. To the south stood Mount Othrys, the ancient stronghold of the Titans. It was a massive, rugged mountain of smooth gray granite and deeply carved stone halls. For generations, the older gods had made their home among its silent peaks. The halls of Othrys were dark, grand, and timeless, built from the heavy, enduring bones of the earth itself. Inside its cool stone sanctuaries, Cronus and his fellow Titans gathered in quiet reflection. They did not move with haste or anger. They were beings of patient, slow-moving force, like glacier ice drifting through a valley or ancient roots expanding deep within the soil. They watched the stars turn overhead, their presence heavy, grounding, and steady, anchored into the very foundations of the world. Directly across the wide valley, rising high into the northern clouds, stood Mount Olympus. Olympus was a mountain of light, grace, and ethereal beauty. Its towering peaks reached far above the realm of storms, penetrating into the serene, crystal-clear upper air where the atmosphere was forever warm, still, and calm. No rain ever fell upon the highest ridges of Olympus. No harsh winter winds ever blew across its golden meadows. It was bathed in a perpetual, soft twilight that glowed with an inner, divine radiance. Here, Zeus and his 5 siblings chose to establish their sacred sanctuary. With quiet, harmonious purpose, they began to shape the peak into a haven of rest and reflection. Hegemon divine craftsmen, working in silent accord with the mountain, carved grand terraces from the white marble cliffs. They built open, airy palaces with tall columns that framed the endless expanse of the night sky. Soft breezes drifted freely through the high halls, carrying the faint, sweet song of mountain streams that cascaded down the cliffs in glittering silver ribbons. At the center of Mount Olympus, Hestia tended the first sacred hearth. Its flame glowed with a gentle, amber light, casting a soft, soothing warmth across the marble floors. It was not a burning, fierce fire, but a calm, steady ember that promised eternal safety, comfort, and peace to all who sat near its warmth. Demeter planted lush, evergreen gardens along the mountain slopes, where sweet fruits ripened under the starlight and soft moss cushioned every path. Poseidon brought forth cool, clear springs that bubbled softly from the living rock, providing sweet water that refreshed the spirit. From the high terraces of Mount Olympus, the young gods looked across the quiet valley toward Mount Othrys. The 2 divine sanctuaries faced each other in a grand, silent stalemate, 2 sacred mountains holding watch over a peaceful, waiting world. There was no noise, no clash of weapons, no bitter words spoken across the divide. Only 2 realm bases resting beneath the vast blanket of the night, each holding its own quiet dignity, each waiting patiently for the unfolding of cosmic destiny. Feel the deep, motionless peace holding these 2 great mountains. Below them, the broad valley rests in complete stillness, wrapped in a blanket of blue mist and soft shadow. Above them, the infinite stars drift silently across the cosmos, weaving a blanket of endless quiet over the world. You are floating safely between these 2 ancient realms, suspended in the cool, clear air of the high mountains. There is no conflict here, only the grand, unhurried scale of ancient memory. Breathe slowly and deeply, letting your chest rise and fall like the soft breeze drifting between the mountain peaks. Feel your body becoming weightless, completely supported by the quiet night air. Sink down into the serene, eternal calm of Mount Olympus, and drift into a heavy, unbroken sleep. Let your eyes grow heavy and your breath slow down to a gentle, rhythmic pace. Feel the cool stillness of the night wrapping around you, peaceful, deep, and unbroken. Across the vast, misty plains of Thessaly, the great contest between the ancient Titans on Mount Othrys and the young Olympians on Mount Olympus began to unfold. Yet this war of primordial powers was unlike any conflict of mortal men. It was a slow, majestic shifting of cosmic tides, a war of heavy silence, grand movements, and ancient patience. Imagine the broad, serene valley stretching out beneath a sky filled with infinite silver stars. The fields were wide and open, covered in a blanket of soft green grass that shimmered under the pale moonlight. Blue mist hovered low over the ground, weaving through ancient oak groves and floating along the quiet bends of winding riverbanks. When the two sides descended from their high mountain thrones to meet in the valley, they moved not with frantic speed, but with the deliberate grace of drifting clouds or advancing glaciers. The Titans came down from Mount Othrys like ancient mountains coming to life. Hyperion brought a slow, glowing warmth that illuminated the midnight mist. Zeus moved with the quiet, deliberate precision of the turning night sky, and Cronus stood at their center, steady as stone, carrying the heavy, patient weight of endless time. Their steps resonated through the deep soil, a low, rhythmic thrumming that felt like the gentle heartbeat of the earth itself. From the northern heights, the Olympians descended from Mount Olympus. Poseidon walked with the rolling, rhythmic grace of deep ocean swells. Hades moved like a cool, silent shadow drifting across the grass, and Zeus stood at the forefront, his presence glowing with the soft, ambient hum of latent starlight. When these great forces met upon the plains, there were no sharp, jarring clashes or chaotic noise. Instead, the elements themselves engaged in a hypnotic, ancient dance. Huge boulders of smooth, ancient granite were lifted and rolled across the valley, settling into place with deep, comforting thuds that shook the ground gently, like a mother rocking a cradle. The wind swirled in soft, sweeping currents, carrying cool air from the snowy peaks down into the warm valley floor. Distant rumbles of thunder rolled softly across the horizon, a low, melodic hum that echoed off the surrounding cliffs like a soothing lullaby. 4 days that turned into quiet, starlit weeks, the forces tested one another's strength across the vast valley. It was a contest of endurance and balance. When the Titans pushed forward, the earth settled deeply beneath their weight. When the Olympians stood their ground, the sky above glowed with a calm, iridescent light. Neither side could overcome the other, for both were immortal, divine, and born of the same primordial origin. The struggle was a grand, quiet stalemate played out across the ancient landscape, a majestic display of cosmic balance where power met power in a slow, harmonious tension. As evening turned to night, the quiet contest would gently subside. The Titans would step back toward the dark, comforting stone of Mount Othrys, while the Olympians retired to the glowing, cool marble terraces of Mount Olympus. The valley between them would grow quiet once more, bathed in the soft blue glow of twilight, wrapped in a blanket of peaceful mist. The ancient oaks rustled softly in the evening breeze. The rivers continued their slow, hypnotic journey toward the sea, murmuring quiet lullabies to the sleeping world. The earth absorbed the ancient energy of the day, settling back into a state of deep, restorative rest. Feel the profound, unhurried scale of this ancient struggle. There is no urgency here, no sharp movement, no noise to disturb your rest. It is only the majestic, rhythmic breathing of the cosmos, the slow shifting of earth, sky, and stars working in perfect, timeless harmony. You are completely safe, suspended far above the quiet valley, resting in the cool, still air of the night. Let the low, rhythmic hum of the distant earth lull your mind into total tranquility. Breathe in slowly, feeling your chest rise and fall like the soft mountain wind. Breathe out, letting go of every thought and every tension. Sink down into the deep, dark quiet of the ancient world and drift into a heavy, unbroken sleep. Allow your body to heavy completely into the bed, sinking gently into the deep, welcoming stillness of the night. The air is cool and peaceful, filled with the quiet rustle of leaf and starlight. As the Great War settled into its long, rhythmic pause across the valley of Thessaly, not all of the ancient titans chose to stand upon the field of battle. Among the eldest generation were those whose wisdom looked far beyond the present moment, beings who saw the subtle, shifting threads of destiny woven into the cosmos. First among these was Prometheus, the titan whose very name speaks of foresight and quiet, contemplative thought. Prometheus did not look upon the world with anger or ambition. He sat alone upon high, wind-swept crags under the vast canopy of night, his eyes fixed on the slow, deliberate movement of the constellations. In the quiet, silent language of the stars, Prometheus read the unfolding future. He saw that power based solely on brute, unyielding strength must eventually yield to harmony, wisdom, and the lighter grace of the new age. He recognized that Zeus and his siblings carried the seed of a balanced order, one that would nurture the earth rather than keep it frozen in timeless stagnation. With a calm and quiet heart, Prometheus made his choice. Accompanied by his gentle brother Epimetheus, he stepped away from the dark granite halls of Mount Othrys. They walked softly across the valley in the twilight, bringing their profound wisdom and counsel to the starry terraces of Mount Olympus. Zeus received them with deep reverence and quiet gratitude. Prometheus brought no weapons, no violent force, only the quiet, illuminating light of clear thought, strategy, and patience. His presence was like a calm beacon shining through the evening mist, guiding the young gods toward a peaceful resolution. Far from the mountains, at the very edge of the known world, dwelt another great titan who chose a path of absolute tranquility, Oceanus. Oceanus was the great, primordial river that encircled the entire earth in an unbroken, hypnotic loop. He did not dwell in halls of stone, nor did he concern himself with thrones, crowns, or cosmic dominion. His realm was the deep, cool, dark water that flowed forever in a silent, rhythmic current. When the call to war echoed across the lands, Oceanus remained peacefully cradled in his ancient, watery bed. Beside him sat his wife, Tethys, nursing the subterranean springs and quiet, winding rivers of the world. Together, they chose absolute neutrality. Imagine the vastness of Oceanus, an endless expanse of mirror-still, indigo water under a midnight sky. The deep currents move with a slow, effortless power, undulating in a rhythmic, eternal pulse. Fusdrift flow. The sound of his waters washing against the dark edges of the earth is the ultimate lullaby, an endless, soothing murmur that drowns out all discord, all ambition, and all noise. Oceanus understood that wars may rise and fall, thrones may change, and ages may turn like the leaves of autumn, but the water must always flow. His neutrality was not weakness. It was the ultimate expression of peace and permanence. He offered a quiet, neutral sanctuary to any who sought rest from the strife of the world. His deep, dark waters carried away all anger, leaving only an unbroken, velvety quiet. Feel the profound wisdom of Prometheus and the infinite calm of Oceanus settling over your mind tonight. Like Prometheus, you can release the need to struggle against the inevitable, choosing instead the quiet path of wisdom and rest. Like Oceanus, you can let the deep, cool currents of stillness wrap around you, washing away every care of the day. There is nothing to decide tonight. There is no side you must take, no conflict you must resolve. You are drifting safely on the edge of that great, peaceful river of time. Breathe in the cool, moist air rising from the quiet waters. Listen to the soft, rhythmic murmur of the endless current. Inhale slowly, hold the calm, exhale fully. Feel yourself floating, weightless and secure, carried gently by the eternal stream of rest. Sink down into the deep, dark waters of peace, and drift away into a heavy, unbroken sleep. Sink deep into the soft darkness of your bed, letting your limbs grow heavy and completely still. Feel the cool air resting gently against your skin as the entire world settles into an ancient, quiet pause. 10 full years had passed since the war began, yet time had lost its sharp edges, stretching into a long, dreamy expanse of endless starlight and soft shadows. Across the vast plains of Thessaly, the great conflict had settled into a profound, hypnotic stalemate, a state of weary quiet that lay over the earth like a warm, heavy velvet blanket. Imagine those long, peaceful years where neither side gained nor lost ground. The intense energy of the early days had softened into a slow, rhythmic routine. The Titans remained anchored to the solid, dark granite of Mount Othrys, while the Olympians rested upon the high, luminous marble terraces of Mount Olympus. Between them, the great valley lay in a perpetual twilight, a timeless space untouched by haste, anger, or fear. During this weary quiet, nature flourished in a state of dreamlike perfection. Because the great powers were locked in balance, the earth itself seemed to sink into a calm, restorative slumber. The seasons no longer rushed from hot summer to bitter winter. Instead, a perpetual late autumn held the world in a quiet, cozy embrace. The days were soft and dim, bathed in a gentle, amber sunlight that lingered long on the horizon, casting peaceful, golden shadows across the quiet forests. The nights were long, cool, and clear, illuminated by a brilliant canopy of twinkling stars that drifted in slow, predictable arcs across the sky. Listen to the peaceful sounds of this timeless world. In the broad valley, deep forests of ancient oak and pine rustled softly in the gentle mountain breezes. The leaves whispered a low, hypnotic lullaby, repeating the same comforting cadence over and over through the centuries. Clear, cold mountain streams wound their way through mossy glades, their waters bubbling gently over smooth, gray stones with a soft, liquid murmur. The rivers moved with an unhurried grace, reflecting the silvery light of the moon as they flowed toward the eternal currents of Oceanus. Upon the mountain peaks, the gods themselves rested in the quiet space of the stalemate. They spent their days sitting around calm fires and gazing out over the misty valleys below. The weariness of 10 long years was not a painful burden, but a heavy, comfortable weight. A shared recognition that all things must eventually find their natural point of rest. Hestia kept her sacred hearth burning softly on Olympus, its amber glow warming the open stone courts where the Olympians reclined. Demeter walked quietly through the lower slopes, resting her hands on the bark of ancient trees, listening to the slow, steady rise and fall of the earth's deep breath. Hades sat in the cool, silent shade of the dark stone arches, feeling at home in the quiet stillness that enveloped the cosmos. Across the valley, Cronus and the elder titans sat in silent contemplation upon their high, dark stone thrones. They watched the constellations turn, feeling the steady, rhythmic pulse of the earth beneath them. The world was suspended in a breathtaking, endless moment of quiet balance, a grand cosmic interlude where nothing moved too fast, nothing demanded action, and everything was permitted simply to be. Feel that same deep, weary quiet washing over your body tonight. The long efforts of your day are finished. The need to strive, to plan, or to move forward has completely dissolved into the dark, peaceful air around you. You are held safely in this timeless stalemate of rest. There is no tension left to hold. Your muscles grow soft, your breathing grows slow and shallow, and your mind settles like clear water in a quiet pond. Look up into the vast, ancient night sky of Thessaly. The stars move so slowly you cannot see them shift, radiating a cool, silver light that wraps around you like a protective cloak. The quiet mountain breeze carries away every lingering thought, leaving only the soft, rhythmic sound of your own peaceful breath. Inhale slowly, drawing in the cool, calm air. Exhale fully, letting your body sink deeper into the dark. Everything is balanced. Everything is quiet. Everything is at peace. Sink down into the endless, soothing darkness of the ancient world, and drift into a heavy, dreamless sleep. Let your eyes rest closed and your body sink deep into the heavy, welcoming darkness. Feel the stillness of the room wrapping around you like a cool, soft mantle, holding you safe as we return to the timeless quiet of the ancient world. As the 10th year of the great stalemate lingered in its long, twilight dream, the cosmos seemed to pause in deep contemplation. The nights over Thessaly grew longer, clearer, and infinitely serene. It was an age of quiet signs, gentle dreams, and the slow, inevitable turning of cosmic tides. High above the sleeping valley, the stars moved in their hypnotic, circular paths across the deep blue expanse of the night. To those who watched from the quiet peaks of Mount Olympus, the celestial patterns began to shift with subtle grace. The star paths of Uranus, ancient and patient, aligned in new configurations, whispering that the long period of quiet waiting was coming to its natural end. During these peaceful, starlit hours, gentle dreams descended upon the earth. From the deep, cool caverns of the underworld, Morpheus, the quiet spirit of dreams, drifted softly through the night air on velvet wings. He brushed his hand over the sleeping world, leaving behind visions of balance, rest, and a new, harmonious age. Even the immortal gods experienced these soft, prophetic dreams as they rested upon their mountain terraces. Zeus, reclining under the open sky near Hestia's glowing hearth, saw in his sleep a vision of profound clarity. He dreamed not of battle, but of liberation and balance restored. He saw the dark, forgotten depths of Tartarus, not as a place of punishment, but as a deep, silent sanctuary waiting to yield its long-lost treasures. In his dream, the earth herself spoke with a voice like the rustling of ancient oak leaves, reminding him of those who still waited in the dark, the Cyclopes and the hundred-handed ones, buried deep within her stone belly. Gaia's silent message was clear. Victory and true order would not come from raw, unyielding force, but from freeing those who had been bound in the dark. The time had come to descend into the deep roots of the world and bring forth the ancient forces of creation. Across the valley on Mount Othrys, Cronus, too, felt the subtle shift in the air. As he sat upon his granite throne under the silver moonlight, a profound quiet settled over his heart. The anxiety that had chased him for eons seemed to dissolve into the cool night wind. He looked up at the turning stars and sensed the turning of the wheel, that one age must gently give way to the next, just as evening softens into night and night yields to the dawn. There was no sudden panic, no bitter struggle in this realization, only the majestic, quiet acceptance of nature's eternal cycles. The tides of the universe were shifting as smoothly and silently as deep ocean waters turning at the change of the moon. A soft, cool breeze blew through the valley of Thessaly, carrying with it the fresh scent of rain and damp earth. The trees bowed their heads gently in the dark, whispering secrets across the misty meadows. The broad rivers ran quiet and clear, reflecting the brilliant light of the constellations that held the night in perfect balance. Feel the calm, rhythmic beauty of this changing tide. Just as the ancient world transitions smoothly from one age into the next without friction or noise, your mind can let go of the day, allowing the busy thoughts of the past to slide away into the dark. Everything is moving in its proper order. The stars are keeping watch above. The deep earth is supporting you below. You do not need to hold on to anything, nor do you need to know what comes next. You only need to rest here in this quiet, starry moment between the ages. Listen to the slow, steady rhythm of your breathing, like the peaceful rise and fall of the night breeze across the mountain peaks. Inhale the deep, cool calm. Exhale every remaining weight. Feel yourself floating in the vast, peaceful starlight, cradled by the gentle currents of time. Sink down into the warm, dark quiet of the ancient night and drift into a deep, unbroken sleep. Close your eyes and breathe in the cool, still air, letting every last trace of weight melt away from your shoulders. Your body grows soft and heavy, settling into a state of quiet, effortless rest. Guided by the gentle wisdom of his dream, Zeus prepared to undertake a quiet journey deep into the foundational roots of the world. Accompanied by his silent brother Hades, whose dark cloak was woven from the cool shadows of the underworld, they stepped away from the starlit terraces of Mount Olympus and turned their paths downward. Their journey was not a violent descent, but a slow, peaceful drifting down into the silent depths of the earth. Imagine traveling downward through layers of smooth, ancient stone. As they descended, the noises of the upper world faded into complete silence. First went the rustle of the mountain pines, then the soft murmur of the river, and finally the distant hum of the night wind. layer upon layer of cool granite, dark basalt, and damp clay wrapped around them like a heavy, protective blanket, insulating them from all time, care, and movement. They passed through the serene halls of the underworld, where the quiet river Styx flowed like liquid obsidian, smooth, dark, and mirror-still. The air grew cool, moist, and deeply calming, smelling of rich earth, rain, and dark subterranean stone. Deeper still they drifted, far below the realm of mortal spirits, down into the primordial abyss of Tartarus. Tartarus was not a place of torment or fire, but a realm of absolute, velvety darkness. A vast, silent sanctuary where light had never entered, and where time had no meaning. It was an oceanic void of soft, weightless dark, so deep and quiet that even the heartbeat of the earth above felt like a faint, distant whisper. Imagine sinking into a pool of warm, ink-dark water that holds you completely weightless. There are no edges, no hard surfaces, no harsh sounds, only an endless expanse of dark velvet that cradles you in total peace. In this primordial dark, the three Cyclopes, Brontes, Steropes, and Argish, and the three Centimanes, Cottus, Briareus, and Gyges, had rested for uncounted eons. Bound by heavy iron chains forged in the early days of Uranus, they lay in a state of deep, dreamless slumber. The chains were not cold or painful to them. They were simply heavy ribbons of stone and iron that had kept them anchored in the dark, safe from the changing ages above. They slept quietly in the deep, their massive, ancient forms blending seamlessly with the cavernous stone floor. Zeus and Hades approached the sleeping giants with quiet reverence. Zeus reached out his hand, touching the ancient iron links. With a gentle touch of divine light, the heavy bonds dissolved into soft, harmless dust, falling quietly away into the dark. The ancient beings stirred slowly, like giant trees waking after a long winter sleep. They opened their eyes in the dark, feeling the cool air of freedom and the gentle, reassuring presence of the young gods who had come to release them. There were no loud words spoken in the abyss, only a deep, silent understanding between the ancient forces of the earth and the young guardians of the sky. Together in the quiet darkness, they prepared to ascend, bringing with them the ancient secrets buried since the dawn of creation. Feel the profound, weightless peace of that deep subterranean sanctuary. The darkness of Tartarus is completely safe, soft, and protective. It wraps around your mind, shutting out every distraction, every worry, and every noise from the world above. You are held in the cool, dark depths of the earth, surrounded by absolute quiet. There is nothing you need to see, nothing you need to do. You only need to rest here in the weightless dark, completely supported and secure. Breathe in the deep, cool stillness of the subterranean world. Inhale slowly, drawing in the quiet earth. Exhale completely, letting go into the dark. Sink down into the silent, velvet depth of Tartarus, and drift away into a heavy, dreamless sleep. Let your mind drift deeper into the soft, velvet shadows of the earth. Feel your body becoming blissfully heavy, sinking into the quiet, cool depths where time moves at the slow, steady pace of stone. Deep within the subterranean sanctuary of Tartarus, a quiet transformation unfolded. The heavy iron chains that had bound the ancient brothers for eons lay dissolved into fine, harmless dust upon the cool stone floor. The silence of the abyss remained unbroken, soft and vast, as the long-imprisoned giants stirred from their endless sleep. First to rise were the three Cyclopes, Brontes, whose breath was like the deep rumble of distant thunder, Steropes, whose presence held the quiet hum of skyward energy, and Argish, whose single central eye shone with a calm, luminous light like a solitary star resting in a dark cavern. They did not wake with anger or turmoil. Instead, as they stretched their massive, immortal limbs, a sense of profound relief washed over them. They looked upon Zeus and Hades with deep, silent gratitude. For long ages, their vast creative power had been held in quiet suspension. Now, their awakening was like a gentle spring thaw breaking over a frozen landscape, calm, natural, and full of soft promise. Beside them, the three Centimanes, Cottus, Briareus, and Gyges, stirred in the misty gloom. These were the hundred-handed ones, giant primordial beings whose many hands held the raw, foundational weight of the earth's deepest roots. Imagine their awakening, 100 arms unfolding like the branches of an ancient, sacred forest swaying gently in a subterranean breeze. They carried the quiet, enduring strength of mountains, the patience of deep bedrock, and the solid permanence of the earth itself. As they stood, the dark cavern cradled them securely, holding their immense form in a safe, peaceful embrace. Zeus spoke to them in a low, soothing voice that echoed softly off the dark basalt walls. He did not ask them for violent conquest. He invited them to join in establishing a new, harmonious balance for the cosmos, a balance where no living being would ever again be forgotten in the dark. The ancient brothers nodded in silent agreement, their hearts, heavy with the quiet memory of long captivity, warmed with a sense of purpose and kinship. They knew that their release signaled the dawning of a new era, one built on mutual respect, balance, and quiet order. Together, the gods and the primordial giants began their slow, peaceful ascension from the abyss. They moved through the winding stone passages of the underworld with a quiet, rhythmic grace. Listen to the soothing sounds of their journey upward, the slow, rhythmic cadence of giant footsteps echoing like distant thunder rolls over smooth river stones, the soft rustle of cool air shifting through dark caverns, the gentle, crystal trickle of subterranean streams guiding them through the quiet gloom. As they rose through the deep layers of the earth, the air grew gradually cooler and fresher, carrying the faint, sweet scent of night-blooming flowers and wet grass from the world above. The dark velvet of Tartarus gave way to the deep indigo shadow of the upper caverns, and finally to the soft, silver light of the starlit sky. The ancient brothers stepped out onto the open earth under the vast, celestial blanket of Uranus. They breathed in the sweet, open air for the first time in an age, their massive forms bathed in the gentle glow of 1,000,000 distant stars. The universe welcomed them back into its quiet fold, whole, peaceful, and restored. Feel the profound comfort of this gentle awakening and release. Just as the ancient giants were freed from their dark bonds without noise or struggle, your mind can let go of every lingering tension, every heavy thought, and every care from the day. You are completely free to rest tonight. There are no burdens holding you back, no worries anchoring you down. You are rising into a space of pure calm, surrounded by the vast, protective peace of the night. Breathe in the cool, fresh air of the open sky. Feel your chest rise and fall in a slow, hypnotic rhythm. Inhale the deep, peaceful quiet. Exhale, sinking into complete surrender. Float weightlessly in the soft silver starlight. Sink down into the warm, dark embrace of rest, and drift away into a heavy, dreamless sleep. Let your breathing grow slow and steady, sinking deeper into the warm darkness of your bed. Every muscle in your body relaxes, completely supported by the quiet stillness around you. Having ascended from the silent depths of Tartarus, the three Cyclopes, Brontes, Steripes, and Argesh, guided the gods to their ancient, sacred forge hidden within the heart of a slumbering mountain. This was not a place of harsh noise or blinding heat. The forge was a vast, subterranean hall of cool gray stone, illuminated only by the soft, soothing amber glow of a gentle, glowing hearth. The air was warm, sweet, and still, smelling of mountain mineral, soft ash, and ancient earth. Here, in the quiet solitude of the mountain, the master craftsmen prepared to forge three sacred gifts for their liberators. They worked with slow, rhythmic grace, moving like a peaceful tide flowing over smooth river stones. First, they gathered the pure, raw energy of the upper atmosphere to fashion a gift for Zeus. They took the dazzling light of starlight and the quiet hum of distant skies, shaping them upon their stone anvil with light, steady taps of their hammers. Clink, clink, clink. The sound echoed softly through the stone hall, a rhythmic, hypnotic beat that sounded like raindrops falling upon a smooth brass plate. From their patient hands came the master thunderbolt. It was not a weapon of destruction, but a smooth shaft of pure, crystallized starlight, glowing with a calm, warm, amber light that promised order and protection to the world. Next, the Cyclopes turned their attention to Poseidon. From the deepest veins of the mountain, they extracted a smooth, dark metal that resonated with the pulse of the sea. Working with slow, deliberate movements, they forged the mighty trident. As they quenched the glowing metal in a pool of clear, ice-cold mountain spring water, a soft, soothing hiss filled the hall. The sound was long, slow, and relaxing, like a quiet sea wave receding across a bed of fine silver sand. The three-pronged staff was smooth, cool to the touch, and held within it the peaceful, rhythmic cadence of the ocean tides. Finally, for Hades, the Cyclopes created a gift of absolute quiet and shadow. They wove together the cool darkness of Tartarus, the soft velvet of midnight mist, and the quiet stillness of the underworld to create the cap of invisibility, the helm of darkness. When held, it felt weightless, like holding a handful of cool night air. It possessed the gentle power to wrap its wearer in total silence and peaceful obscurity, hiding them away from all sight, sound, and worry. When the three sacred items were complete, the Cyclopes presented them to the young gods with quiet reverence. Zeus held the glowing thunderbolt, its warm light casting soft shadows across the stone floor. Poseidon held the cool, oceanic trident, and Hades draped the soft helm over his shoulders, melting into the comforting dark. The work was done. The forge fire dimmed to a bed of glowing, sleepy coals, casting a soft, warm ember light over the peaceful subterranean hall. The Cyclopes sat back against the cool stone walls, their long labor finished, resting in the quiet contentment of a mastercraft complete. Feel the deep, soothing rhythm of the ancient forge settling into your own mind tonight. The light taps of the hammer, the long, soft hiss of the quenching water, and the gentle glow of the dying embers all blend into a single, hypnotic lullaby. Like the three gifts, you are completely protected tonight. You are wrapped in the soft, invisible mantle of Hades's dark helm, hidden away from every noise and concern of the outer world. You are held in the calm, rhythmic safety of Poseidon's ocean tides, and guarded by the warm, steady light of Zeus's starlight. There is nothing left to forge, nothing left to build, and nothing left to do. Breathe in the warm, sweet air of the quiet stone hall. Listen to the soft, rhythmic fading of the forge's embers. Inhale slowly, drawing in the soothing warmth. Exhale completely, letting your body sink deeper into the dark. Float in the quiet, weightless dark, protected and secure. Sink down into the peaceful depths of the mountain, and drift away into a heavy, unbroken sleep. Let your body grow soft and heavy, sinking deeper into the quiet darkness of your room. Every breath you take becomes longer, slower, and completely effortless, carrying you gently into the final, peaceful turning of the ancient world. Equipped with the sacred gifts of the Cyclopes and supported by the steady, grounded presence of the hundred-handed ones, the Olympians stood once more upon Mount Olympus. The 10 long years of quiet stalemate were drawing to their natural, peaceful close. The final movement of the Titanomachy was not a chaotic storm, but a majestic, hypnotic symphony of cosmic forces rebalancing the universe. Across the broad valley of Thessaly, the sky darkened into a deep, velvety indigo, a dark blue mantle stretching from horizon to horizon, soft, vast, and protective. High above, the starry constellations shone with a brilliant, steady light, watching over the scene below like silent silver sentinels. Zeus stepped to the edge of the high marble terrace, holding the master thunderbolt. As he raised it toward the heavens, there was no sharp crack or jarring noise. Instead, a low, resonant hum vibrated through the cool night air, a deep, rhythmic bass note that sounded like a giant bronze bell ringing softly in the distance. Low, rolling thunder began to echo across the valley. It was a hypnotic, continuous rumble, 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 rolling smoothly over the mountain peaks like the soothing sound of distant ocean surf crashing against an ancient shore. The sound was warm, steady, and rhythmic, vibration after vibration washing over the land in a wave of deep, relaxing sound. From the quiet depths of the sea, Poseidon struck the earth with his trident. A gentle, undulating wave of energy rippled through the deep soil, loosening the ancient foundations of Mount Othrys. The earth moved in a slow, rocking motion, like a cradle gently swaying back and forth in a quiet room. Then came the Centimanes, Cottus, Briareus, and Gyges. Standing upon the mountain slopes, their 100 hands moved in perfect, rhythmic synchronization. They lifted smooth, rounded boulders from the earth and sent them rolling gently across the valley toward the old stronghold. Imagine the sound of 300 smooth stones rolling through the dark. A deep, continuous, grinding murmur that sounded like heavy rain falling upon a tin roof or river stones tumbling softly in a swollen spring stream. The sound filled the valley with a rich, white noise that drowned out every thought, every tension, and every lingering care. Upon Mount Othrys, the elder titans did not fight against the changing tide. Cronus sat upon his granite throne, his eyes calm and clear in the soft twilight. He felt the old stone walls around him crumble gently into soft, harmless dust, returning to the soil from which they were formed. It was a graceful surrender to the inevitable circle of time. The old order was dissolving not through bitterness, but through the natural, peaceful weight of a new age taking its place. The stone halls slipped away like autumn leaves falling softly from an ancient oak tree, settling quietly upon the damp grass below. A cool, cleansing rain began to fall over the valley of Thessaly. Soft, large droplets tapped rhythmically against the stone cliffs and leafy canopies. Pitter, patter, pitter, patter. The rain washed away the dust of 10 long years, cooling the air and filling the night with a clean, fresh scent of petrichor, damp moss, and pine. The final tempest subsided as quickly as it had begun. The rolling thunder faded into a soft, distant hum. The stone sound melted into the gentle patter of rain, and the clouds parted to reveal the vast, unbroken sky above. Mount Othrys lay quiet and still, its old stones resting peacefully in the soft earth. Mount Olympus shone with a calm, amber radiance under the silver stars. The long war was finished, and an absolute, unbroken quiet settled over the entire cosmos. Feel the profound, satisfying rest that follows the storm. The air is cool, clean, and completely still. Every tension, every struggle, and every long effort has been dissolved and washed away by the gentle rain. You are lying in the peaceful quiet that follows the great turning of the age. The sky is clear, the earth is solid, and everything in the universe has found its proper, quiet place. Breathe in the fresh, cool scent of the rain-washed night. Listen to the slow, steady rhythm of your breathing, mirroring the peaceful stillness of the earth. Inhale the deep, cleansing calm. Exhale, letting your body sink deeper into complete rest. There is nothing left to fight, nothing left to change. Floating weightlessly in the quiet dark, sink down into the endless, soothing peace of the new world, and drift into a heavy, unbroken sleep. Let your body rest heavily against the bed, allowing every muscle to go limp and still. The air around you is quiet, cool, and soft, carrying the deep, peaceful silence that follows the rebalancing of the world. With the conclusion of the long war, the time had come to set the ancient titans into their new, quiet home, a sanctuary where they could rest far away from the turning of the ages above. This transition was not carried out with anger or harshness, but with the quiet dignity of a twilight setting into night. Cronus and his elder siblings walked down from the broken slopes of Mount Othrys, guided by the serene, dark-cloaked form of Hades and the steadfast Centimanes. They retraced the downward path through the layers of the earth, descending through the cool, damp caverns and past the mirror-still waters of the river Styx. The deeper they went, the softer the world became. The noise of wind, rain, and starlight faded into an absolute, velvety stillness that wrapped around the elder gods like a warm, protective mantle. At last, they arrived back in the vast, subterranean realm of Tartarus, the abyssal sanctuary of dark, weightless rest. Here, far beneath the deepest roots of the mountains, a grand enclosure had been prepared for them by Poseidon and the Cyclopes. It was bounded by massive, smooth walls of dark bronze that gleamed with a faint, warm iridescence in the dim gloom. Surrounding the bronze walls was a triple layer of deep, misty shadow, a thick, soft fog of night that held out every sound, every distraction, and every passing thought from the world above. At the entrance stood massive, impenetrable gates forged from dark, cool iron that settled into their stone frames with a long, soft, resonant thud. The sound was deep, low, and final, sealing away all care, all responsibility, and all effort behind an eternal veil of peace. The elder titans stepped into their new sanctuary without struggle or regret. For eons, they had carried the heavy burden of ruling the cosmos, watching over the skies, the sun, and the turning of time. Now, that immense duty had been passed to younger, vibrant hands. Within the dark, quiet expanse of Tartarus, they were finally granted the ultimate gift, total, unbroken rest. Cronus sat down upon a smooth ledge of dark basalt, leaning his back against the ancient stone wall. Beside him, Hyperion, Zeus, Iapetus, and Cryas settled into the soft, warm darkness. The heavy iron bonds placed gently around their ankles were not meant for pain. They were soft, cool anchors that kept them grounded in the deep, preventing any lingering thoughts of the world above from disturbing their peace. To ensure their sanctuary remained undisturbed, the three Centimanes, Cottus, Briareus, and Gyges, took up their sacred post as guardians of the iron gates. They sat outside the bronze walls in quiet meditation, their 100 hands resting upon the dark stone, acting as an impenetrable wall of quiet security. Inside the enclosure, a profound, dreamless calm settled over the ancient titans. The air was cool and moist, carrying the faint, soothing scent of wet stone and underground rivers. There were no seasons here, no sunrise or sunset, no ticking of clocks, and no demands of time. It was a timeless void of dark velvet, a place where the past dissolved into a quiet memory and where the elder gods could sleep through the uncounted ages, cradled in the dark heart of the earth. Feel the deep, impenetrable safety of that subterranean sanctuary. Just as the ancient titans were sealed away in the cool, soft darkness of Tartarus, you are completely shielded from the outside world tonight. Behind the dark iron gates of your own room, no worries can reach you. No responsibilities, no tasks, and no anxieties from the day above can pass through the soft, protective layers of night that surround you. You are anchored in a space of absolute quiet, held in the dark, warm embrace of complete rest. Breathe in the deep, cool air of the subterranean sanctuary. Feel your chest rise and fall in a slow, hypnotic rhythm. Inhale slowly, drawing in the dark, soothing calm. Exhale completely, letting yourself sink deeper into the quiet earth. There is nothing to watch over, nothing to guard, and nothing to do. Sink down, down into the endless, velvety quiet of Tartarus, and drift away into a heavy, dreamless sleep. Let your mind grow still and heavy, sinking into the cool, silent depths of the night. Feel every muscle in your shoulders and back softening, releasing every last weight as you drift into the quiet rhythm of the ancient world. While the elder titans settled into their dark sanctuary far beneath the earth, a different, quiet destiny was set aside for Atlas. the mighty son of Iapetus, whose endurance was like the roots of the world itself. Zeus chose for Atlas a place of singular honor and eternal peace, far at the westernmost edge of the world. Here, where the vast, indigo waters of Oceanus met the twilight sky, stood the high, misty peaks of the Atlas Mountains. The air was cool, crisp, and pure, smelling of wild sea salt, fresh pine, and evening dew. It was here that Atlas took his stand, positioned at the sacred threshold where night and day meet in a perpetual, golden twilight. His task was not a punishment of harsh labor, but a noble, quiet guardianship, to stand as the living pillar between the earth below and the vast, starry vault of Uranus above. Imagine Atlas standing upon the high, moss-covered crags of the mountain peak. His feet were rooted deep into the ancient granite, anchored into the solid, unyielding bedrock of the earth. His great shoulders were broad and relaxed, perfectly shaped to receive the curve of the heavens. With a slow, graceful movement, Zeus guided the starry firmament down onto Atlas's back. The sky did not feel like a cold, crushing weight. Instead, it rested upon him like a warm, soft blanket woven from velvet, starlight, and cool night air. The celestial sphere was a living, breathing dome, a vast canopy of twinkling stars, quiet planets, and swirling silver nebulae that hummed with a low, hypnotic resonance. Listen to the subtle sound of the sky resting upon the mountain, a soft, continuous whisper like the gentle rustle of silk or the slow, rhythmic sigh of a calm ocean wave touching a sandy shore. Atlas held the sky with effortless grace. His breathing matched the slow, eternal turning of the constellations overhead. As he stood in the quiet western twilight, he felt the cool night breeze blowing through his hair, carrying the soft, distant lullabies of the Hesperides, the golden nymphs who guarded the sacred apple groves nearby. Their sweet, melodious voices drifted through the twilight air, singing songs of eternal rest, peace, and timeless harmony. The song wrapped around Atlas, soothing his mind and easing his body into a state of meditative, weightless stillness. In this quiet outpost at the edge of the world, time seemed to dissolve entirely. Atlas did not tire, for his strength was infinite, replenished constantly by the deep earth beneath his feet and the cool starlight above his head. He became a timeless landmark of stability, a calm, unmoving pillar that kept the universe open, airy, and beautiful. Because Atlas held the sky high, the earth below was blessed with space to breathe. Gentle breezes could blow freely through the valleys. Soft clouds could drift across the blue sky, and cool, dark nights could descend peacefully over the sleeping world. His gentle burden was the very thing that created peace and order for all living things. Feel the profound stability and quiet strength of Atlas holding the night sky tonight. Like the great Titan at the edge of the world, you can release the feeling of struggle or effort. Every weight you have carried today is now held safely by the vast, supportive universe around you. The earth beneath your bed is solid, steady, and unyielding, supporting you completely without any effort on your part. The night air above you is cool, spacious, and calm, wrapping you in a protective blanket of quiet dark. You do not need to hold anything up tonight. You can let go of every burden, every task, and every responsibility trusting that the world will hold itself in perfect balance while you rest. Breathe in the cool, crisp sea air from the western edge of the world. Feel your chest rise and fall in a slow, hypnotic rhythm. Inhale the deep, peaceful strength. Exhale, letting every tension melt away into the dark. Atlas stands watch at the edge of twilight, surrounded by silver stars and soft lullabies. Everything is secure. Everything is still. Sink down into the cool, dark peace of the ancient West, and drift away into a heavy, dreamless sleep. Sink deeply into the quiet embrace of your bed, letting every muscle soften into complete stillness. The air around you is cool, clear, and quiet, holding the peaceful calm of a universe that has finally found its perfect, eternal balance. With the ancient Titans resting peacefully in their quiet sanctuaries, the three divine brothers, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, gathered upon the highest peak of Mount Olympus. The cosmos lay before them like a vast, unwritten canvas of starlight, calm seas, and deep earth, waiting for the gentle establishment of a new, sacred order. They chose to divide the administration of the world not through conflict or ambition, but through a quiet, harmonious drawing of lots. Imagine the three brothers standing together under the open, starry sky. They placed 3 smooth pebbles, polished by the rivers of time, into a golden helmet. Each stone represented a grand realm of the universe, a domain where each brother could foster peace, quiet, and timeless stability. Poseidon reached out his hand first and drew from the helm. His lot was the vast, majestic expanse of the sea. As he accepted his domain, a soft, cooling calm swept across the oceans of the world. The deep waters, once turbulent and wild, settled into a smooth, mirror-like surface reflecting the silver glow of the moon. Poseidon descended to his cool, emerald palace beneath the tides, where the rhythmic murmur of the water, swoosh, drift, flow, became a perpetual lullaby for all marine life, bringing an eternal, hypnotic pulse to the deep. Next, Hades reached into the golden helm and drew his lot, the silent, shadowy realm beneath the earth, the underworld. Hades received his domain with a quiet, reverent smile. He loved the cool, dark sanctuaries of the deep earth, where the noise of the surface world could never penetrate. He descended into his peaceful, subterranean kingdom, where the quiet rivers of Lethe and Styx flowed in endless, soothing silence. His realm became the ultimate sanctuary of rest, a safe, dark home where weary souls could forget all pain, lay down every burden, and sleep in dreamless peace. The final lot remained for Zeus, the vast, luminous expanse of the sky and the upper atmosphere. Zeus took his place upon the high throne of Mount Olympus, looking out over the clouds, the wind, and the stars. He became the guardian of order, justice, and the gentle harmony of the heavens. Under his watchful eye, the sky was kept clear, airy, and serene, allowing the sun to rise in golden peace each morning and the stars to drift in smooth, rhythmic circles each night. The middle realm, the broad, fertile earth, was shared equally among all three brothers, a neutral ground of blooming meadows, quiet forests, and winding rivers where life could flourish in safety and tranquility. Around them, their sisters took up their sacred duties in perfect accord. Hestia remained at the center of Olympus, tending the sacred hearth whose gentle amber flame offered eternal warmth and sanctuary to all. Demeter walked softly across the earth, ensuring the crops grew in quiet, seasonal harmony. Hera took her seat beside Zeus, weaving threads of loyalty, family, and divine order into the fabric of the new world. The division was complete. Every realm had its guardian. Every element had its balance. Every part of the cosmos was aligned in absolute, perfect harmony. A profound, sacred quiet settled over the entire universe. The heavens above, the oceans below, and the subterranean deeps moved together like a single, perfectly tuned instrument, humming a quiet, low lullaby of peace and stability. Feel the deep, unshakable harmony of this new cosmic order wrapping around you tonight. Every part of your life has found its quiet balance. The sky above you is clear and safe. The earth beneath you is solid and supportive. The quiet shadows around you offer total protection and rest. There are no conflicts left to resolve, no territories to defend, and no choices left to make. Everything in your world is in its proper place, held in a state of perfect, enduring peace. Breathe in the clear, sweet air of Mount Olympus. Feel your chest rise and fall in a slow, hypnotic rhythm, mirroring the peaceful pulse of the balanced cosmos. Inhale the deep, harmonious calm. Exhale completely, letting yourself sink into total surrender. The universe is ordered, quiet, and secure. Sink down into the cool, dark peace of the new world, and drift away into a heavy, dreamless sleep. Sink deep into the warm, heavy quiet of your bed, letting your mind drift into the peaceful sanctuary of the newly balanced world. Every breath you draw in is cool and soothing. Every breath you release carries away the last faint shadows of the day. With the cosmos now divided and ordered in perfect harmony, a golden age of absolute peace descended upon the universe, the quiet, radiant reign of the Olympians. This new age was defined not by grand display, but by a deep, unbroken serenity that touched every corner of the sky, the sea, and the earth. The world moved in a slow, rhythmic dance of light and shadow, governed by gentle laws that nurtured all living things in quiet safety. High upon the sparkling terraces of Mount Olympus, the gods dwelt in a state of eternal, peaceful ease. Inside the central hall, Hestia's sacred hearth cast a soft, golden ember glow across the smooth white marble floors. The flame did not flicker or smoke. It burned with a steady, comforting warmth that filled the mountain air with a faint scent of dried lavender, sweet pine resin, and warm honey. Around this quiet fire, the Olympians gathered in low, soft-spoken conversation, their voices blending into a harmonious murmur like the gentle rustle of leaves in an autumn grove. Zeus sat upon his quiet throne under the vast, open dome of the night sky, his thunderbolt resting peacefully beside him, dark and cool like polished river stone. The sky above was forever serene, a deep, twilight blue bathed in the soft, iridescent glow of a million ancient stars that twinkled in steady, hypnotic rhythms. Below the mountain, the broad earth rested in a state of perpetual, cozy twilight. Demeter guided the natural world with a light and tender hand. The fields produced gentle harvests of golden grain without struggle or strain. Lush green meadows stretched out toward the horizon, carpeted with soft moss and sweet-smelling wildflowers that closed their petals softly as the cool evening breezes drifted through the valleys. The forests were quiet and still, filled with ancient oak and cypress trees whose high canopies filtered the moonlight into soft, silver patterns on the dark forest floor. Along the shores of the world, Poseidon kept the great oceans in a state of mirror-still calm. The waves approached the sandy beaches with a slow, hypnotic cadence, hush, whoosh, hush, retreating softly into the blue depths, leaving behind smooth, wet sand that reflected the starry sky above. The deep ocean currents flowed in a silent, predictable pulse, cradling the world in an eternal embrace of cool, liquid peace. And deep beneath the roots of the mountains, in the quiet, shadow-draped halls of the underworld, Hades ruled with gentle, protective care. His realm was a vast sanctuary of absolute stillness, where no noise from the upper world could ever intrude. The rivers of Lethe ran smooth and dark, offering cool, refreshing waters that washed away every memory of sorrow, leaving only a weightless, dreamless peace. Across all realms, time seemed to stretch out into an endless, golden present. There was no haste, no anxiety, and no conflict anywhere in the universe. The sky supported the earth held the sea, and the underworld cradled them all in quiet security. Every living thing existed in a state of complete safety, nourished by the balanced, loving order of the new cosmic age. Feel the profound, radiant warmth of this golden rain settling over your mind and body tonight. You are living in that same perfectly ordered universe, a world where everything is taken care of, everything is balanced, and everything is at peace. There is nothing in your world that needs fixing, nothing that needs changing, and nothing that requires your attention. The quiet order of the night surrounds you like a protective shield, keeping you safe, warm, and secure. Allow yourself to sink into the gentle, golden peace of Mount Olympus. Your body is completely weightless, held safely in the warm, quiet dark. Breathe in the sweet, amber warmth of Hestia's hearth. Listen to the slow, steady rhythm of your breath, perfectly attuned to the peaceful pulse of the cosmos. Inhale the golden, timeless calm. Exhale, floating into complete, weightless rest. The world is quiet. The age is peaceful. Sink down into the endless, golden darkness, and drift away into a heavy, unbroken sleep. Let every lingering thought fade away into the quiet, velvety dark. Your body is completely heavy, completely relaxed, and fully supported by the deep stillness of the night. Our long journey through the birth of the world, the turning of the ancient ages, and the quiet victory of the Olympians has brought us, at last, to the eternal present. Everything that was fought for, everything that was built, and everything that was restored has now settled into a state of absolute, unbreakable peace. Look out across the vast, timeless expanse of the cosmos one final time. High above, the starry dome of the heavens spans endlessly from horizon to horizon, bathed in a deep, peaceful indigo. The constellations drift in their slow, silent, circular paths, an eternal celestial wheel turning so smoothly that it creates no sound, only a feeling of vast, spacious calm. Below the stars, the great mountains stand as silent, ancient guardians. Mount Olympus glows with a faint, amber radiance, its airy marble halls open to the cool night breeze. On its high terraces, the divine guardians rest in quiet reflection, keeping their eternal, loving watch over the quiet earth. Across the wide, misty valley, Mount Othrys rests in gentle shadow, its old granite slopes now carpeted in soft green moss and wild mountain flowers. The ancient memory of struggle has dissolved into the soil, leaving behind only the solid, reassuring permanence of the earth. Deep within the subterranean roots of the world, far beneath the smooth-flowing waters of the river Styx, the elder Titans sleep peacefully in their bronze-walled sanctuary in Tartarus. Wrapped in the soft velvet of total obscurity, they rest without dream or burden, cradled safely in the dark heart of the world for all eternity. And at the western edge of the world, where the golden twilight never fades, mighty Atlas stands anchored to the granite crags. The starry vault rests upon his broad, relaxed shoulders like a soft, weightless cloak. He hears the sweet, distant lullabies of the Hesperides drifting through the sea breeze, holding the sky high so that the world below may forever breathe, rest, and sleep in peace. Listen now to the great, eternal lullaby of the cosmos, the gentle, rhythmic symphony of a balanced universe. Hear the soft, hypnotic sigh of the night wind rustling through the ancient pine groves on the mountain slopes. Hear the slow, oceanic pulse of Poseidon's tides washing gently against the sandy shores at the edge of the world. Hush, wash, hush. Hear the low, warm ember hum of Hestia's sacred hearth, burning steadily in the silent hall, offering eternal warmth, safety, and home to all living things. All these quiet sounds blend into one single, continuous stream of peace, a soft, ambient lullaby that wraps around you tonight, holding you completely safe, completely protected, and completely secure. The long story of the Titans and the gods is complete. The ancient cycle has turned, the cosmic order is set, and there is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go, and nothing left to carry. You are a part of this quiet universe. The solid earth beneath you holds you up without effort. The cool night air around you fills your lungs with deep, effortless peace, and the vast, starry sky above guards your sleep with eternal care. Feel yourself floating weightlessly in the center of this great, peaceful cosmos. Every breath you take is a slow, easy wave of calm, rising softly and falling away into the dark. Inhale the endless, quiet peace. Exhale, letting go of everything. Inhale the deep, cool stillness. The world is quiet. The universe is at rest. You are safe. Close your eyes, surrender to the darkness, and drift away into a deep, heavy, and dreamless sleep. Good night.